live in a transactional world. From the moment you wake up and log on to Facebook for the first time of the day, it's just transaction all day long. You know what I mean? You work to pay bills, all of these things. In this business, when we're building a relationship, there's a selfish aspect of, if this is my client, I want to build a great relationship so that you give me the business of all of your friends and family. But my goal isn't for you to give that to me. It's for you to want me to get that. And when you treat your clients with respect and actually pour into them, not because they're going to pay you, but because you can help them pursue what they're after, I think it just explodes that referral category in this business. But it gives you a real sense of satisfaction that this isn't just a transaction based. This is actually, I now know you. I know about your kids, your hobbies, your goals, your future, all of these things. It really just allows that trust to build. And then for them, they feel like you're invested in this as well. You know what I mean? It just raises confidence and all that.
You know what, and that's, I mean, you hit the nail on the head with that, 100%. And I think everything you said is 100% on point. One thing I just want to add on to that, though, is, and this is something that I learned over it, is we're handling the largest purchase of their life. Sometimes people are relocating. Maybe they're moving for their kids to go to a better school. Maybe they're moving because their family's growing. They're trusting us with that. So if something doesn't go right, I take that to heart. Because, you know what, these people trusted me to get this deal done, to help their family expand, to get into that better living situation. So I care. And you know what, I think that's a good thing to have in this business, is to care. Yeah. You care person to person, and that's why you get to know people on a personal level, so you can do that for them. Yeah. And then you get to kind of know about their background. And it comes to kind of to a financial standpoint, too, because a lot of times, just because someone qualifies for a $200,000 house doesn't mean that's what they want to pay for.
Or what they should be paying.
Correct, yeah. Correct. So we have it happen all the time, and where we issue pre-approval letters for clients, and they might max out $300,000-$400,000, but they're really looking around that $200,000 because that's where their comfortable level is on a monthly payment, and that's fine. But you know what? All we can do is advise. Hey, it's fun to know how much you qualify up to, but realistically, let's go over the numbers and see exactly where you want.
Because we want you to make the proper decision, not just a decision. And there's a big difference, especially when you're talking about one of the biggest purchases of their lives, because Absolutely. It is true,
Unless you're buying a private jet that I don't know about.
But right. Exactly, and then we've got different problems. But,
don't open up any new debt when you're going through the mortgage process, please.
Yeah. But one thing that gives me a lot of solace is, like, another one of my goals in this business is, like, not that I'll be able to solely do this on my own, but I think that we can create, just a community that wants to do better. There's such a negative stigma when it comes to sales or real estate agents specifically. I haven't heard too much negative stuff about you guys because you guys bring the money, you know what I mean? But there truly is a negative stigma in this business. And so it's relationships like this and business models and reasons why that create this safe haven for us to change that for people. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to do. I don't ever want to be a part of that negative stigma. You know what I mean? I want to be the person that they show as a highlight to that being incorrect, and so it's relationships like this, business practices like that really allow us to change people's minds and perspectives.
I agree. And you know what, and the best thing he said is it's not always just transactional. It's getting to know the person that you're working with. And the only way to do that is by being personable and not being the typical salesman of it. You know what, it's tough to disagree with what you're saying in regards to sales, because you know what, when you're in a sales position, a lot of people think that you're just trying to get the next deal done, or you're just trying to get them under contract so you can make your commission. And it's not always that. I mean, sometimes, you know what, you have to tell the client, it's not the right time right now for you. And you can give them advice, and at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do, and that's totally fine. But if we give them the advice and lead them to the best situation for them, that's how it becomes not just transactional, it becomes personable.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. And